So we're not going to mess about, guys. The weather's going to start turning soon, so I want to get as far up as possible. And we're off. We're off. And it is very, very breezy. That's it, we are off on the next part of this adventure. So we are going to be heading over Falmouth. That is the first massive fishing harbour town we will be passing over. We are quite low today for low flight. Let's acknowledge this frequency change. Alright, let's get the speed down a bit. We're going a little bit too fast. We don't need to be going as fast as this. This area is beautiful. There's a lot of nice walking around this area, I do believe. Never been to it myself. But now we're heading straight towards I've definitely marked some places to walk around here, around Halford. But we're continuing our flight up to Falmouth now, so we'll have a quick look at Falmouth. Although it's windy, it's actually still fairly clear at the moment. Alright, so here we go. This is Falmouth. Tell you what we could do with getting this switched off the screen, couldn't we? Alright. So you get a good look around at Falmouth. This is probably the quickest you've ever been over Falmouth in your life. But try and spin it around so you get a good look. Again, it's a small, well, I won't say it's that small, fishing town. And now we are making our way towards the Eden project. And another place that I've actually been to, which is the Treslick Gardens. We're pretty much going to be flying over that. or maybe just to the left of it actually. So I think Jurassic Gardens is probably over to the right slightly, unless it's over there. Yeah, we're not really going to see that, guys. But we are going to go over the Eden project. So the Eden project has a massive dome, and basically it's a botanical gardens that's mostly undercover. So it's got all the different areas of the world. It's fantastic, and definitely worth the visit for sure. It's great, you know, when you're walking through like the Everglades part, for example. It's brilliant. Yeah, and you've got different types of tropical gardens, and it's very humid, obviously, in there. A brilliant place. But hopefully we should fly over it and we'll see the dome. So if you can see the USR 02, well, Eden Project's just after that. It's USR 03 before we make a turn. Oh, well, that is, but that's interesting. It's like a little dip. I'm passing over a couple of farms. And a couple of villages by the river. It's beautiful there, look. Over this little place called Cuby. It's a small place. Can't believe there's a lot of houses there. As you can see, we're just a couple miles inland here. And we're only 11 kilometres away now from St Austell. As soon as we get to St Austell, we'll be making a slight turn. At one point, I was looking at properties in St Austell to we were thinking about moving. We did find a property that would be okay, but we're a northern family at heart. As much as I'd love to move somewhere like Cornwall, I just don't think we have got the funds to do it. That's the truth. Cornwall's a very expensive place to live, and obviously I'd have to land a job there as well. Alright, so if you're from St Austell, hello! We are flying over St Austell now. There we go, folks. Straight over. Big place. Slow it down. I'll slow the speed down just a little bit. Are they new builds at the back there? I don't know. Possible. Fairly big old town, that. St Austell. Don't think I've ever been to St Austell. Right, here we go, guys. This is the Eden project that we're flying over now. Magnificent. Look at all those domes. So obviously you've got the gardens outside as well, but it's obviously all about the domes. Yeah, definitely worth visiting. They're massive domes as well, you know. They are massive domes. but well worth a visit. And now the next stop, we are heading over Plymouth. That's the plan. So heading straight for Plymouth now. So we've got to cut a few miles to get to it. It should only take us 5-10 minutes and we'll be there. I'll bring the speed up a little bit now, shall we? What I could do with doing here is just changing this camera angle. I don't know if it'll keep it that way though. That's better. That's much better view. You know, when I'm landing the plane, it's easier. Yeah, it's so windy. Should be flying over the Lost Gardens of Helgan. The Lost Gardens of Helgan. I mean, they can't be that lost because I can see them on the map. Oh no, I've gone past there. Sorry, that was at St Austell. Let's have a look at the right area on the map. Yeah, I'm surprised how good the weather is at the moment for winter. I don't know what this village is, but looks beautiful. Small. Looks small. It might have been Pellions? No, it wasn't that. I don't know. Could have been St Veep. I don't know where that air transit is. I don't see it anywhere on the maps. Right, so we are. So that's obviously slow the speed down again. That's a caravan site, and so is that. Looks like it anyway, and that as well. Oh, this is a low flight. Hey guys, this is... We're getting quite low here. I think that's me he's talking to, but I'm not going to do it. So I want to give you a good look over Plymouth. We are literally heading straight over Plymouth, so alright guys, we are now getting very close to Plymouth. First place we're going to hit is Tor Point, which is just ahead of us here. So if you're wondering where Tor Point is, it's basically just to the right here. So if you're from the area, or you visited the area before, Tor Point's just over to the right here. And there's a big country estate here. I don't, you know what, I don't know what that is. But that looks like an expensive property. It's just south of the of Will Cove. Oh, National Trust that was. National Trust Anthony. Oh, never heard of that. Okay. That's something else to add to my list then of places to visit. Right, so now we're going over Plymouth, which is obviously a famous naval docks. Big place. And lots of docks here. Make a slight turn. As you can see, Plymouth is a huge place. And there's the train station here at Plymouth, which is, as you can see, it's big train station in Plymouth. To give you some sort of indication how far away everything is from it. And then more docklands. Plymouth's another place that I've never actually visited, so definitely possibly one for the list. It's a massive place. And then there's Coxard. And then Mountbatten. Oh, a bit. Another interesting area. One day we'll get to stop and visit this area. I think the problem is whenever I'm looking at campsites and places to stay, I do struggle to find places that are fairly cheap. I think that's some of the problem, to be honest. But yeah, so if you're not from the UK, you must have heard of Plymouth. It's a very famous place. And Plymouth Docks. Okay, folks, so we are heading now south towards the place where we'll be landing. And you can see that crosswind is pretty vicious. So we are now coming up to Mothercombe. So if you're wondering where we're landing, guys, we are going to Salcombe. That's the plan. It is quite apologies. It is slightly more rugged coastline down here, so it could be an interesting landing, this. Especially with this crosswind we've got. Right, I think it's time to speak to air traffic control. No, I don't. It's not giving us the option at the moment. It's slightly difficult to select a runway. I don't really know. Not really sure, guys, to be honest. I think we might be landing on a grass field, so yeah, I think we're right here. I think I'm right here in what I was thinking. I think it is a grass runway here at Salcombe, so I'll have to put my concentration levels on for this one, because I think it's going to be a little bit more dicey than some of the other landings that I've done recently. I'm not going to do pattern entry up there. But I'm going to bring my speed down. Yeah, this is going to be ropey, guys, because I've got a massive wind. I'm going to have to make a slight turn, I think. Try and turn into... Oh, the wind is definitely throwing us about. we'll have a bit of a tailwind, I think. We'll bring engine speed just up a little bit. I definitely got a tailwind. Definitely. Yeah, we're landing on a field, folks. We are landing on a field. Get ready for this. Strap in. We're down. That weren't too bad, folks. That weren't too bad. Actually, I can't complain at that landing. It was actually pretty good. But we'll get off and park up. I was pretty happy with that one. So the next flight we are heading to Paynton. We're heading to Devon basically, so we're going to be going to Paynton. And that'll do us there, guys. We'll stop it there. So yeah, I enjoyed the flight today. Next time we will be heading to Dartmouth, Paynton, Torquay. I'm going to use a slightly slower plane for this section. Taymouth, Dawlish and Dawlish Warren, in that area anyway, and then to Exmouth, because I've covered this area a lot. I've been on a lot of holidays in this, well, from Exmouth going all the way along to Weymouth, so I am going to use a smaller plane to cover this entire section. So thank you very much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed it. This flight, remember to subscribe to the channel for more uploads, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.